Hello everyone, welcome to my channel. If you're new, then please subscribe. I create regular readings, crystal videos and spiritual topics as well. If you would like to book a private reading, you can do so by clicking the description bar below, which will take you straight to my website if you would like to book a tarot reading with me. So take what messages resonate for you, leave behind the ones that don't. This is a timeless reading, and I do believe if you click this video there may be a message here for you. This is going to be who is talking about you, what have they said. So I have prepared 3 different crystals with 3 different cards that I've already channeled a message from. So group number 1, you are going to be this citrine cluster, this natural citrine. Group number 1, who is talking about you, what have they said? Okay, group number 1. Group number 2, you are going to be this rose quartz tumble stone. Group 2, who is talking about you, what have they said? Okay, group 2 with the rose quartz. And then group 3, you are going to be this tourmalated quartz. So this is tourmaline in quartz. Group 3, who is talking about you, what have they said? Okay, group number 3. So you can pause the video if you need more time to meditate on what card and crystal is calling you the most. When you feel ready, you can click your timestamp, which is linked down below. So I'm going to start with group 1, which is the citrine group, and for the rest of you I will see you at your timestamp. Hello group number 1, welcome to your reading. So you chose the citrine natural cluster. So we're going to get straight into your reading for who is talking about you and what have they said. So let's find out what your card is. So you have the card of Descendants. So this tells me, group 1, the person who is talking about you is someone from your past, okay? Because I'm picking up of a kind of history here, a memory, almost like a past relationship that you've had. We do have the number 2, which is a relationship, a partnership. It could be 2 people that are talking about you as well, but I am sensing that this person doesn't exist anymore in your life. I feel like they're non-existent. I just feel like this presence of, like, yeah, an old person coming through for you, someone who's not necessarily in your life anymore, who may just still be talking about you. This is very much what I'm picking up. I feel like this person who is talking about you, they're saying things like something about you facing your fears, or something to do with seeking knowledge. So there is something coming up about courage and action, awareness and confidence. So this is what they're talking about. They're talking about your confidence. So yeah, I definitely sense that they're talking about your confidence. So let's just find out more for you, group number 1, on who is talking about you, what have they said. Group number 1, who is talking about you, what have they said? Group 1, who is talking about you? Okay, so we have the Knight of Wands, we have the King of Coins. Who is talking about you, group 1, what have they said? Who is talking about you, group 1? Okay, so we also have the 7 of Cups and the 3 of Coins. Okay, and at the back of the deck we have the Ace of Wands. So this person who is talking about you, I'm picking up the presence of 2. Definitely that presence of 2 people that are talking about you. So these 2 people could necessarily be friends with each other. Okay, it could be in the same type of energy in that. So I'm picking up 2 people specifically who are showing up in this reading as fire signs and earth signs. So this person could be an Aries, Leo, Sagittarius, and the other could be a Capricorn, Taurus, Virgo. Okay, but I definitely feel like I'm picking up those kind of energies. And we do have the 3 of coins, so it does tell me that there is a kind of involvement here, that maybe you was like a group of 3 and maybe you felt left out. I'm hearing that they're actually saying quite a lot of things about you, because the 7 of Cups is choices, it's options, it's like just a lot in the head, like a lot of different thoughts being processed. So they are saying several different things about you in their little group. Okay, so to me this is definitely picking up like friendship vibes, like an old friend, descendant friends. I feel like, again, with the confidence, I do feel like they are picking up on your reflection, they're picking up on your growth, and they're also saying things about like some like new things that you're starting to do. So maybe they're kind of watching kind of like what you're up to, and they're speaking about these kind of new activities. That's what I'm seeing with the Ace of Wands. Okay, they're seeing that you're in a good position of power and control. So they're very much talking about that you've gained confidence as well. I'm hearing like definitely with confidence and courage, they're definitely speaking that you are kind of changing, you've changed, is the kind of message I'm getting here. With the 3 and 2, it adds to a 5. So I am sensing change, whether this is in your appearance or your confidence, but they're definitely saying along these things. I do feel like these people who are talking about you are maybe saying things that are not true as well. And this just means that they're very much in their own head. They're very delusional, or seeing things that are not really there. Is the energy I'm picking up on what they've said. I feel like you, group number 1, maybe you have a certain tattoo. Okay, they may be picking up on your appearance. Maybe you have a certain tattoo that they are talking about. If this is like physical appearance, it's either to do with like a tattoo, a symbol you wear. Maybe you wear a lot of beaded bracelets. Okay, this is just again the physical appearance that they may be picking up on what they can be saying about you on the outside. So let's find out more for you, group 1, on who is talking about you and what have they said. Who is talking about you, group 1? What have they said? Who is talking about you, group 1? What have they said? Okay, so we have Bluebird. Who is talking about you, group 1? What have they said? Who is talking about you? What have they said? Okay, and we have Silver Birch. So group number 1, I'm picking up with this Bluebird energy, is they are picking up on, again, they're talking about your celebrations of you starting something new, a new beginning. Okay, so there could be jealousy stirring up for them, but I do feel like they're talking about your renewal and your change, which is something I picked up early in your reading. They are talking about how much you've changed. So I'm hearing they're talking about the fact that you're like you've become like awoken to something. There's something about renew, rejoice, and your personal growth. So it's almost this energy of maybe, you know, in the past, you know, they were saying negative things, and I feel like now maybe they are saying more positive things. Because this descendants makes me feel like time has passed, years has gone on, and maybe there has been change on both sides. And with this Silver Birch, They are talking about your intuition, the fact that you've tapped into your intuition. You're paying close attention to things now. They are talking that you have a lot of high instincts. You have a good understanding of things as well, and they're talking about your subconscious. Okay, so I definitely feel like there has been something that's come to both of your attention, and now they're starting to understand you more. Okay, so they're actually talking about how much they're kind of understanding you more. And you can see how we have this owl here. So they're talking about your knowledge, your wisdom. Okay, again, this is all to do with your change and your growth that you've done. So let's find out more for you, Group 1, on who is talking about you, what have they said. Group 1, who is talking about you, what have they said. Who is talking about you, what have they said. Wow. Okay, so the first message we have here is Peacock, which is raise your standards. So again, they're talking about that you've changed your standards. Again, we've got these two peacocks up here. So I definitely feel like these two friends are either not friends with each other anymore. So they're having different values, different opinions now on you. Or it's this connection to the fact that you have really high standards. Okay. Physically, I feel like they may have said something about your eyes or your hair as well in the past. So we also have face your fears, which says release the power of fear. So this tells me that they've been talking about the fact that you've faced your fears. Okay, which again is a message I feel like we picked up on earlier. Okay, they've seen that you have some type of power within you now. Again, there's just like a new you that's kind of come out of the kind of woodwork. So I definitely feel like there's almost like an energy of like you've spiced things up. Maybe, you know, before they found you quite boring or something like that, and now it's like, well, so much is happening for this person now, and this is kind of what they're initially talking about. We also have creative wonderment, which is follow your passion. So they are talking about the fact that you have a lot of passion in life. So something that, again, with this Ace of Wands that sparked your new transition, this like renewal in you, is something that, you know, they are talking about. Okay, they're talking about how creative you are. They're talking about how passionate you've become. And you know, with this piano that has this kind of book and insight all going on around, I do feel like you have a connection to a change in your frequency or the things that you read. You've become so much more knowledgeable now, and I feel like they're now in the distance, like watching you from afar, because you've kind of evolved into this new being. So it is a good energy. I feel like it's like growth coming like all around for you, but also these people that have been talking about you. So this is what I have for you, group number 1. Let me know in the comments what resonated. I would love to know. Don't forget to subscribe, and I'm sending you all so much love and light. Hello, group number 2. Welcome to your reading. So this is going to be who is talking about you and what have they said. So you chose the rose quartz tumblestone. Okay, so I've already asked for a message, and this was the card that came out for you. So you have the card of number 7, which is Crescent Moon. So this tells me that someone who is talking about you, they're saying things like about how you can serve and how you love the world. There is a very much protective energy here about like nurturing things, balancing things. So this is interesting because you did choose the rose quartz stone, which is about like self-love. So, and this is that energy here of literally like loving the world you're in, being very protective and nurturing. Some of you I'm picking up like your eating habits. Some of you are vegans or vegetarians, or you know, you are very much have a particular diet to help the environment. And And I feel like maybe they are talking about this because there's definitely something about how you love the world and that you protect it and nurture it, that they're talking about what you're doing to help the environment. So yeah, they're very much talking about, you know, the things that you feel strongly about. Let's find out more for you, group 2. Group 2, who is talking about you? What have they said? Group 2, who is talking about you? What have they said? Group 2, who is talking about you? Okay, we have Queen of Swords, the Empress. We have the Ace of Cups, the 10 of Cups. Oh wow. Okay. I feel like this is good energy. And you have the Chariot at the back of the deck. Okay. So let's just rearrange this here. Okay, so first off, I feel like the person who is talking about you is a Taurus. Okay, they're Aquarius, Libra, or Gemini, or they are a Cancer. Okay, those are the kind of zodiac energies I'm picking up on. It's so interesting you have the Empress, because this is like literally this card here. It's literally what I've just spoke about, which is, you know, loving the earth, being nurturing, caring, being protective of your surroundings. So I feel like the universe is just confirming, you know, that they're talking like good things about you. Group 2, I feel like this is a good pile. I feel like they are saying nice things initially, is what I'm picking up on, because you are actually someone who inspires people. I'm picking up this energy of inspiration, creativity. Like you want to make the world a better place, and this is what they're talking about. This person may not have the same views, they may not understand, but I feel like they're interested. They find you interesting, and they want to hear more about, you know, how you want to teach the world. You know, with this Ace of Cups, it tells me that, you know, they're talking about your beauty. There's something very, very attractive about you, and I feel like it's because that you're seeing beyond the physical. You're seeing this world as a completely unique place to live, to be on this planet. Okay, and I do feel like it shines from the inside out. So physically, I do feel like you are very attractive, and I feel like they are talking about you physically as well. They're talking about that you're very emotional, and you have an emotional connection to animals, you have an emotional connection to the planet, the earth, plants, nature. This is what they're talking about, mainly. Okay. I do sense a bit of some type of jealousy coming here, and I feel like maybe it's because they don't have the time themselves to like necessarily put the energy into certain things that you are putting the energy into. I feel like they're very vocal about things though. I do feel like they are holding back something in regards to how they see you or what they're saying to someone. But this person is just talking about how you communicate with the world. And with the 10 of Cups, it does tell me that they're talking about, does tell me they could be talking about your family. Okay, this could be siblings, parents, it could be friends or relationships you have, but they are talking about people you have around you. But also with this 10 of Cups, makes me feel like they're talking about, you know, what you surround yourself with. You may surround yourself with meditation, crystals, nature. You're someone who sees a lot of the world, is basically what I'm picking up here. Okay, so I feel like they're saying that you're a happy person. You have a good, positive energy is actually what they are saying. And with this Chariot here, this is very much giving the energy that they are saying that you are into divination, or you're into like mystical things, fantasy based. That is the kind of energy I'm picking up of the overall riding energy, that you literally are in this like dreamland. But this dreamland is real for you, because again, this is again a planet that you're trying to help You know, you can see how she's holding this little forest in her hand. And it tells me that they're saying that you're doing something amazing. You're inspiring and influencing other people with your mysticism. So let's find out more about what people are saying about you. Who's talking about you? What have they said? Group 2, who is talking about you? What have they said? Group 2, who is talking about you? What have they said? Okay, so we have the card of butterflies and we have Red Riding Hood. Again, this is such a connection to creatures, animals and nature. They are saying that you have a connection with butterflies. Butterflies represent transformation and growth. So they're definitely talking about how you are changing the world, you know, again, being a good influence, whether this is in your career or how you are as a person with relationships. So they are acknowledging something about you, and they're talking about your bravery. They're talking about choices that you've made, things that you've had to overcome, and how you've transformed your life. And with the Red Riding Hood, they are actually talking about the fact you're very loyal and you have a lot of respect for yourself and others. So they are talking about how you're trustworthy, how you commit to things, how you give support. And you can see how loyal these wolves are standing beside her. So this does tell me that you have good support around you. You have friends who are saying like really good things about you. So let's find out more for you, group number 2. Group 2, who is talking about you? What have they said? Who is talking about you? What have they said? Group 2. Okay, so we have Dragonfly, we have Dove, and Battle of the Blues. So with Dragonfly, it is again that connection to butterflies, okay? It is that connection to transformation. They are saying that you live life to the fullest. You literally do. I feel like this is the whole message. If I could put it into one sentence, is they're saying that you live life to the fullest. Okay, because you are just so giving, so caring. And with this dove, this represents peace. So they're saying that you have a really peaceful presence and energy about you. You can see how she's reaching out to the world, like the globe. Again, you're just so like good for the environment, good for the earth. Take a leap of faith. They're saying that you have good faith. Again, a very positive message. And with this Battle of the Blues, take steps towards positive change. Okay, and that's what you're doing. Again, it's something you're doing in career, your hobby. Okay, something that you do as an activity as well. You're taking these steps to make a positive change on others and the world. Okay, and that is literally what they are saying about you. So the Battle of the Blues makes me feel like you're trying to turn negative things into positive things. You know, taking the sword, okay, that we have earlier here, and literally using it in a good positive way to make a difference. Wow. So group 2, I feel like this is such a good reading, and whoever is talking about you, they don't have anything negative to say, because what is negative to say about you, really? Again, so interesting you chose the rose quartz, the self-love crystal. So this is the message I have for you. Let me know in the comments what resonated. I'd love to know. Don't forget to subscribe, and I'm sending you all so much love and light. Hello, group number 3. Welcome to your reading. So you chose the tourmaline in quartz crystal. Okay, so this is going to be who is talking about you, what have they said. So this was the message that jumped out for you. You have the Unseelie Throne, okay, which is card number 4. 4s are about your foundation, your stability. So this tells me that they are talking about the fact that you treasure and protect your loved ones. You're very protective. So they're talking about the fact you have high protection around you. They are talking about the fact you're into magic or something quite different. You're also someone who they are talking about your wisdom and your strength. So again, there's just a very strong present energy here of protection and strength. The fact that, you know, you guard and protect the people around you. So I feel like you're not worried about who's talking about you, because you're more bothered about people saying things negative about people around you who you truly care about. So let's find out more for you, group 3. Who is talking about you? What have they said? Group 3. Who is talking about you, group 3? What have they said? Who is talking about you? What have they said? Okay, so we have the Hanged Man that came out first. We also have the Wheel of Fortune. We also have the Fool card. Group 3, who is talking about you? What have they said? Group 3, who is talking about you? What have they said? Okay, and we have the King of Wands. At the back of the deck, you have the 7 of Wands. Okay, so group 3, I feel like the person who is talking about you could be an Aries, Leo, Sagittarius. Okay, that's the kind of energy I'm picking up on. Again, this could be a clash of the fact that I feel like you're both quite fiery. I do feel like you have a male presence who is talking about you. Okay, someone who finds you very attractive. You do have someone who is kind of crushing or admiring you as well. So what I'm picking up is people are talking about your heart. I'm seeing the colour green as a connection to your heart chakra. So people are saying that you're very spontaneous. Okay, there's something about, you know, that you're very kind of enthusiastic and you take each day as it comes. Okay, there's something very, very spontaneous about your energy that they are talking about. I feel like some people are talking about you are so different in the way that they like to be practical, they like to plan ahead, and maybe they're talking about the fact, you know, plans are never set in stone with you, and there could be things that have been cancelled, because with the 7 of Wands makes me feel like there could be some type of delay, cancellations with like meeting up with this person. I feel like there is this energy of the fact that people may be jealous of your spirit, because again, you have like high energy. Okay, literally you're someone who just goes to things, you take the leap of faith, you kind of go before, you know, reading in between the lines. But this is very exciting about you. You're a very exciting being, okay? You're someone who likes to explore, you're someone who likes to travel. So I do feel like this person who's talking about you, they're talking about your adventures. Again, your experiences. I'm hearing they're talking about your eyes. Maybe you have a really beautiful eye colour or a unique eye colour. I feel like there are comments on your eyes. With the Hanged Man, this tells me that you literally are this metamorphosis energy of like, you know, coming out and just being who you are, not being afraid, having the courage and being very protective of others. So again, this is just you know, literally just being very chilled, very laid back, but also because you would have that energy to just kind of go out and get things. They're talking about the fact you have a lot of ideas, okay, a lot of ideas that you run wild with. But it's interesting to have the Throne card and your overall energy is the 7 of Wands, because this is that energy of like, look, I feel like it's like the same card. It's being protective of others. You're someone who really doesn't care what others actually are saying about you. is that impression. You know, you're kind of guarded. I feel like you block people off who are negative, who don't vibe with you. So let's find out more for you, group 3, on who is talking about you. What have they said? There's something coming through about how you finish something and you're always starting something new as well. Group 3, who is talking about you? What have they said? Okay, we have little wings. Group 3, who is talking about you? What have they said? Okay, and we also have the Snail Rider. So with the energy of the little wings, this tells me that you may be inspired by a love of nature, and little things. So this tells me that they are talking about your observation of things. They're talking about your inspiration, your receptivity, and I feel like they are picking up on the little things that you do. There's something, again, the little things in life that keep you going. They really do like this about you. And I feel it's so interesting that you have this Wheel of Fortune, the Fool card, because I picked up on this like high speed energy, but now you have the Snail Rider. So I feel like people are actually telling you to slow down. Like, people are actually telling you to just stop for a second and think. You know, this is why we have the Hanged Man as well. They're literally telling you to just hang on a minute, pause, take a moment, breathe, procrastinate, because maybe you're a little bit hot-headed, or just because you're very protective, but people are saying this about you. So this, you may say this is a negative thing, but people are just saying that you need to kind of just slow down sometimes. Could even be slowing down in a career, relationships. It's just having that moment to kind of look around you and smell the roses. So people are talking about the fact you need to relax, you need to observe more, just be more at ease and at peace. So let's find out more for you, group number 3, on who is talking about you. What have they said? Group 3, who is talking about you? What have they said? Group 3, who is talking about you? Group 3, who is talking about you? What have they said? Group 3, who is talking about you? Okay, so the first card we have is, we have the Owl, we have the Dolphin, and we have Celebration. So one thing I'm picking up, so I feel like who is talking about you, they are saying that you need to follow your intuition. Okay, this is like someone giving you their blessing on what you should do. Again, we've got this free spirit energy, this flowing, this flight. Owls are about wisdom and knowledge as well. And it's interesting that you have a dolphin as well, because dolphins are so playful. They're so happy all the time. They love to play. They love to be, you know, enthusiastic. They have a really good memory. Okay, but I do feel like the message here of don't worry, be happy, they're literally saying this about you. They're saying that you're always happy. So I do feel like you are someone who, you know, people want to be around. Okay, and this is what people are saying, that you're like someone good to be around. And then you have the card of Celebration. Let go and have fun, which is literally what we've just been talking about. You know, people are saying that you just let go of all your worries because you just want to be happy and you're living in the moment. It was literally the message I channeled at the beginning, that you're living in the moment. Let go and have fun. This is what people are saying about you, that you're just so fun. You're playful. And they're talking about your celebrations. So I feel like they're talking about certain parties you hold, certain events, okay, or the things that you are celebrating in life. You know, they are talking about this achievement of yours. So this is what I have for you, group number 3, on who's talking about you, what have they said. Let me know in the comments what resonated. I would love to know. Don't forget to subscribe, and I'm sending you so much love and light.